you get what it is. They're YouTubers and they've got big audiences, and I think it's definitely got a place. I'm a big admirer of Darren Till. I think he's fantastic. He's charismatic. He can fight. And obviously Carl's my mate, and Carl Froch was a legend. He's got this, this his own YouTube channel, which is totally Carl, sitting in his man cave in Nottingham and just sprouting his stuff. He's highly bright, he's highly controversial, and it'll always be like that. And I love Carl to bits. He's my friend. I commentated with him for many years. I brought him into Sky. I was a big part of that with Barney Francis as well. We got him a great position at Sky, and he loved the commentary. And I remember a time where Kell Brook and Golovkin were fighting at the O2, and at the end, Gennady had won, and he was sort of stalking around the ring, and Carl got up off his seat, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like eyeballing Gennady. He's like, "I'll have you, son." And I'm like, "What? Sit down. You've had your nose job. What are you doing?" It's like it you can't ever take it out fighters, can you? They still want to fight. There's something. Now, this, I mean, if they pay him a ton of money, Carl doesn't need to do it, but could I see it happening? Possibly, yeah. I
Mm.
probably could. And would I go along to it and support my mate? Maybe. Look, never say never to anything in boxing. We've got
Mm.
Jake Paul and Javante Davis. We've got crazy stuff, and people saying it's a circus. And I get it. I get the hardcore, the connoisseur saying it's just wrong, and the purists, that it's not fair on fighters that have spent their life working for something. But this is the entertainment business, okay? And every single fighter that laces them up has got my respect, whether they're a four-rounder, a misfit, other YouTubers, whatever, a white collar, providing it's as safe as it possibly can be. This is a dangerous sport,
Mm.
and you don't want fighters to get hurt. So providing it's as fair as it can be, and I've seen white collar fights which are brilliant, and white collar fights which maybe shouldn't have happened, and it's your hands you're in their hands sort of thing.
Mm.
But this is why the professional promoters, the Warrens, the Hearns, the Arons are brilliant at what they do, because they make sure that the matches are there for entertainment, and also the British board, especially for safety. So yeah, providing it's a safe playing field, so to speak, and it's not a sport you play at, then I'm up for anything to be put in front of me, and it's up to
Mm.
people whether they want to watch it.